Hey, what is up guys, this is Plasma Gaming, bringing a tutorial on the ChestShop plugin for Minecraft, and it's a plugin that you use on your server to allow players to sell items to other players, and let's go ahead and roll the intro. Hey, what is up guys, now that we're back from rolling an awesome intro made by our co-owner, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the first plugin tutorial on the channel, which is the ChestShop tutorial. And it's a fairly easy plugin to understand and use on your server to apply it. It's also very good for allowing players to sell to other players, unlike other plugins that are not so great for it. This one's easy for the players to understand fairly easily. I'm saying easy too much now. But I also have this little tutorial for players on how to set up the actual shop itself, the chest and everything, in my server so they could learn how to do it. And I'm not going to show you guys this, but I will show you part of it. Also, the plugin's good if you want to sell items to your players for a limited amount of items, like if they run out or something. I'll explain further on this in the future. If you want to sell players items like in an admin shop of like this, then I recommend using the admin shop that automatically comes with essentials. If you guys want a tutorial on how to do these, which are fairly easy, pretty easy, just look up essential shop or admin shop. I recommend these, and you can also create sell signs for those, but let's go ahead and jump right back to the sell part. Okay, now that we're here, we have the chest shop, and the chest shop's fairly easy to use, like I've stated earlier. And what you actually do is you create a chest, and you put the item you want to sell in it, you want to sell to other players. You write your name on it, you write the amount you want them to buy or sell, like that one is like they would buy 1 dirt or they would sell 1 dirt, and you could create it to where you could put a B on that is a B next to a 5 with a space here, that whatever that is, it's not a semicolon, it's not that, it's 2 dots. I'll put a picture on the screen. And then this side of it is the sell, that's an S for sell, and you'll have another 5, so they could buy 1 dirt for 5. The cloud shadows are real. They could buy 1 dirt for 5, or they could sell 1 dirt for 5. And you put the item name down here, or you can put the item ID if you don't know how to spell the name correctly. And it's really nothing hard, and that's the basic sell shop for a player to create to sell to other players. Of course, you could create one if you're the admin or owner of the server, and you'd have to put the item that they can buy. And if they sell the item, then the player who's put the sign there will get the money, and the item will go into the chest. So it's fairly awesome. Here we have the sign shop without the sell. You can just create a buy. So all they can do is buy 1 dirt for 5, 1 dirt, buy for 5 dirt. Fairly easy. And then this is one where it's just only sell. So they could sell 1 dirt for 5. So fairly easy method there of creating the signs that other players can use. Okay, so now, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the files of the plugin, as this is usually the most confusing part, because a lot of the YouTube tutorials show you the in-game stuff and whatnot. So here I'm using the Beast Node server host and they have a multi-craft control panel. Now if you're hosting this on your own computer, like on your files or your own desktop, I recommend to use a host, as it's easier, even though this costs a little bit of money. It's just like even on your own thing, you'd go to the main server, all the plugins, like where you find these, which I'm sure you'd recognize them if you're on a server. You go to the plugins, you drag the chestshop.jar into the plugin folder, you reload or restart the server, and you're going to get the ChestShop the ChestShop, I don't know what I said. The ChestShop folder. In the ChestShop folder, you're going to have these lists, and some of them you will not need, some you won't need. For instance, you will not need logo or items.db. And let's go ahead and jump right into the config. Now the config is fairly easy to understand. And if you have a question about the config, go ahead and leave a comment in the bottom of the YouTube video in the comment section, and I'll try and fix it. Now something I recommend turning off is this. Do not do that. That's turn off updates. Basically what's going to happen is if the plugin updates to 1.8.1, which it will, and you have a 1.7.9 server, for instance, then what's going to happen is you're going to have a plugin that's supposed to be on 1.7.9, but it's 1.8.1, and it's not going to work, so turn that off. Everything else is completely up to you. Now, unlike most plugins, the creator of this plugin actually has a good description for each one, and they're under it. Do not remove the hashtags, as that if you remove these, basically what those do is they allow that part of the code right here to be there without interrupting the program. This is active. Something with a hashtag in front of it is not active. So do not remove the hashtag in front of anything they're in front of unless advised by the config. And so you guys can go ahead and read these. They're fairly easy to understand. I'm not going to go over all of them, as we'd be here for days, and it's just not worth it because they're easy to understand, like I said. And if you have a comment about one of them, go ahead and post it in the comment section of the video. Discounts. Now this is actually something not too hard to understand, but it's also can be very usable for donators. Let's say I have my donator rank gold, which is one of my donator ranks, and I put the name of it in the permissions file right there, gold. And if I have a 75 in front of it, that means there's a 75% discount with this permission. And if you guys understand permission nodes, which hopefully you do if you run a server, group manager, permissions X, or something like that of sort, anyone with this permission node, and I would change this to gold, since that would be the discount. I could go ahead and add more by going, let's say, we go ahead and we space and we go diamond, and they get a 85% discount. And what's going to happen is they get a discount for every single one of these, and then you would give the gold ranks this permission, and the diamond ranks one with a diamond ending instead, not gold, which it has to be the exact same as this and your rank name. And what it's going to do is it's going to give them a percentage of when they buy an item, which means if they have $100 with a 75% discount, they will only have to pay $25 or $75. Fairly easy. Only works in buy-only admin shops. So it doesn't work when you buy from other players' shops. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, as I don't need that. Local, you cannot open, and items, there's no point in opening. And same with local. Well, local you can change, like if the local is what's in front of them, so you could change like the things that pop up in chat when they do something. So let's say they have access denied, they can't open or buy or anything from chat, so you could be like, you can't interact with this shop. And you could use MineCraft color codes like this, for instance, in here to change the color of the chat message in chat. I'm not going to go over all of these as they're easy to understand the error that pops up. Price limits are the limits on a price. If they create a shop, let's say dirt is $1 and they want dirt. Yeah, they want dirt. And you would put the item ID for dirt, just Google MineCraft item IDs if you don't know what they are. You'd put that item ID in here, and then the maximum, you could set a maximum buy price, so they could make dirt only go up to $2, so no more than $2 should anyone buy it for, or anyone set that as their shop buy. And same with these, no one could set it at that price for sale, or that's the max, and then you can put a minimum on it, fairly easy to understand. Users, nothing really to do in here either, as it's just the players that have interacted with the shop or been on the server. I'm not sure which one. Version is the version of the plugin, which I think this has been the same for a long time now, so no need to do anything in there. And that's really all there is for the files. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the permissions now. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and jump into the permissions part of the plugin, which is fairly quick. And this is the plugin page that I will have in the description below for you to download it. And if you go down far enough, you will find the permission nodes. Now this is not all of them, and you want to click a full list of permission nodes. These are the three main ones you're going to use. This will let players create a shop, this permission node right here. Remember to remove these. This will let players create a shop, so you put that in there. To buy a shop, that will let players to buy items from a shop, and this will let players to sell items to shops. Fairly easy. The other permission nodes are ChestShop.admin, which is granted to operators automatically, OPs, and it lets you create admin shops and create and destroy other people's shops. ChestShop.mod, this will let you look into the other shops and destroy them. Basically the same as this, except you can't create admin shops. Some name lets you create shops for other person. Here it's some name. This will actually give you, like, let's say you have somebody named Joe. You have Joe, and then you have Frank, and Frank wants to create a shop for Joe. So what you'd go ahead is you'd give this permission to whatever rank he's in on your permissions, and you'd give him chestshop.name.joe. So Frank can create a chest shop for Joe. ChestShop.no fee is if you have a fee for creating a shop, this will give them no fee. So you could put a fee for regular players and maybe no fee for donators. And this part I do not recommend using. I mean, it is possible to use, but it's not very recommended on my part. What these do is allows them to create certain shops. So if you wanted to only give them buy-only shops, and they could only create buy-only shops. They wouldn't be able to create shops where players could sell. Vice versa with this one. Shops that sell food, this would only be food items. Only diamond grade items. Iron grade, gold grade, stone grade, wood grade, etc. Very easy to understand. Diamond armor, diamond tools, gold tools. Very easy to understand. This was only ore, only ingots, only monster drops. So really, the permissions are fairly easy to understand. Those plugins. Plugin all around is fairly easy to understand, fairly easy to set up, or I'm saying that way too many times. Easy to set up in the files, and easy to run with permissions. So if you guys enjoy, hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys if you have any problems, leave a comment in the comment section. If you'd like another plugin reviewed, put that in the comment section also, check it out. And also, if you enjoyed, leave a like, hopefully you subscribe, and hopefully you guys enjoy it again. Catch you next time.